Ravi was a short tempered person. He would get angry very quickly, even on the smallest issues. If someone said something slightly harsh, his mind would instantly shout, "How can he talk to me like that? Why did he behave this way?" Because of this behavior, people quietly started avoiding him. Even his close friends stopped sharing things with him, not because they didn't care, but because they were scared of his reaction. Slowly, Ravi noticed something. He was always exhausted mentally and emotionally. His anger was no longer an emotion, it had become a burden. One evening, Ravi came home tired. His little niece Meera was drawing something on the floor. As he walked, he accidentally stepped on one of her crayons and broke it. Meera looked at the broken crayon and softly said, "Uncle, it's okay, I'll fix it." Ravi snapped, "Why are you keeping your things everywhere? Can't you stay careful?" Meera didn't say anything. Her eyes filled with tears as she quietly picked up the broken pieces. Seeing this, Ravi's mother said, "Son, she said it's okay, but you shouted." Her voice wasn't angry, it was disappointed. And that hurt Ravi more than any argument ever had. That night, he couldn't sleep. He wasn't guilty because he shouted, he was guilty because he had hurt someone who had shown him kindness. Why did he react so harshly when the child had reacted with softness? He kept thinking and realized past hurt had become a wound he carried everywhere. Social media comparisons made him feel small and irritable. The news he watched filled him with fear and negativity. Old memories stayed stuck inside him like burning coal. And whenever someone touched that coal, even unknowingly, he burst like fire. Ravi went to sit with his grandfather in the courtyard. Grandfather looked at him and said, "You look tired, son." Ravi sighed. "Grandfather, I think I have become someone I don't like." Grandfather smiled. "Anger is not your enemy, son. Your real enemy is the noise inside you that you never clean." Ravi looked at him confused. Grandfather explained, "Every day the world throws negativity at us. If you don't consciously add peace to your mind, negativity wins. Start replacing your reactions with responses. When something triggers you, don't react immediately. Just pause, take a breath, let the moment settle." Then he said the line that stayed with Ravi forever. A reaction is automatic, a response is conscious. If you want peace, choose the second one. Ravi understood. He made a small promise to himself. He reduced negative news, stopped scrolling when he felt comparison growing, started walking in the park every morning, listened to calming music, spent more time with Meera, started reading good books, started pursuing his hobby, which was playing guitar. His triggers didn't vanish overnight, but slowly the fire inside him began to cool. One day, Meera dropped her glass of juice accidentally. Ravi took a deep breath, looked at her frightened face, and said with a smile, "It's okay, Meera, we'll clean it together." Her white smile made him realize this is what response feels like. This is what peace feels like. And after a long time, Ravi felt lighter because he had finally chosen to win over himself. Ravi looked back at his journey and realized the world was not making me angry. I was carrying anger and the world was only touching it. That day he understood a life-changing truth. You cannot control people, you cannot control situations, but you can always control the space between what happens and how you respond. And in that small space, your entire peace, maturity, and power are hidden. When you learn to respond instead of reacting, you don't just change your behavior, you change your life. Because the strength is not in raising your voice, but in raising your calm.